What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to another episode of About Even, the number one, the largest, the hottest, the sexiest sports betting show on planet Earth. Brought to you by our good friends at Ned's. Thank you so much to Ned's once again. And also I'd like to extend an apology to Ned's on behalf of the entire show, except for Seb, for basically pounding him into the earth last week. Us three really put up some serious fucking numbers, some heat. We will get to the accountability there, but I just wanted to apologise to Ned's firstly.
No, I think that's more than reasonable, Tom. I think that Ned's would also like to point out to you and I and to Sebo and to Guru that they gave us one of the great origin humpings of all time.
Yes.
Which we'll get to.
And we'd also probably worth pointing out to Ned's, or to everyone at home who probably already knows, but to Ned's, or Ned's would point this out to us, that if you look at the accountability at the bottom of it, that Ned's still winning.
Oh, they've still got us bent over a barrel.
Responsibly
and metaphorically.
Yeah, and literally. Quickly before we go on into anything, you keep looking at my head. What's wrong with my fucking head?
I'm looking at you.
You keep going, you keep looking at me, and then you keep looking up. What's my beanie doing?
It's just pointed up.
Oh, have I got a little fucking reservoir tip?
Yeah, okay, cute.
Whoops. Sorry, guys. Condom head over here. Shout out to Mark Hughes.
Yep.
Shout out to Mark Hughes. Get your beanies.
Beanies for brain cancer.
Sebo no longer... Well, he's now a below-average golfer. I just wanted to point that out.
No, I'm not.
Didn't your handicap go?
Nope.
Didn't your handicap?
Nope. I stayed at 16.
I thought your handicap went to 17.
Well, the adjustments of my score got put to a 16 flag, and I lost a 16 flag, so I actually fucking came out on
So
top.
did he change? Was that like a changing of your score?
I don't know what that means.
That sounds like he just changed his scores. He adjusted his scores.
Look right here. Basically, when you play golf, it takes you 8 best scores of your last 20.
Right. I don't know if we got time for this, mate.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going to
showing
say
you.
that you're a
I'm just showing you.
below-average.
Look at that. Boom, right there.
It
16.
looks like a screenshot. Does that look like a screenshot?
Is that a screenshot?
Nah.
Is that a bit
16 the average line? Is
Nah,
that
17 point something's the average.
Didn't you put out like a whole video yesterday, like basically admitting that you...
The adjustment hadn't been done. So I thought I lost a 16 flag. I thought I carded maybe an 18 flag, and I still would have been a 16 point something. 17 is the number that I'm trying to avoid.
Okay. I don't follow that, and I think we'll just remove that so everyone still thinks that you're a 17.
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's probably... You know,
Nope, I'm below average.
Want him looking
I'm below
like
average.
a loser.
How are you, Roo?
I'm flying, boys. I watched you two hit bets all weekend. Had me very nervous, I'm not going to lie.
Well, you would have been fucked, that's why.
Well, I mean, just keep hitting my unit scoopers. Boys...
Is that 3 now?
Yeah, 3. Been unlucky on 6, but that's okay.
Wait, is that your third unit scooper?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's scooping.
That's what I do.
Just don't...
About Even has turned into like Quidditch for me. I'm watching you guys chasing bludgers and quaffers and all this sort of bullshit, and I'm just seeing golden snitches like fucking beach balls. I'm pocketing those every 3 weeks, and will continue to.
I'd like to see an edit,
true.
please, Sebo of Roo on a broomstick chasing a golden snitch this week. I'm sure that'll be easy for you to edit.
I'm sure it'll be very easy. But you know what? When you hit another one, I'll figure out how to do it.
Well, he's hit 3. I feel like that's deserving.
Yeah, but when he hits another one, then that's the celebration video.
I mean, I feel like... very good stuff from you, Roo. I was in an unfortunate position. I guess we'll get to it in the accountability, but where my bet was also reliant. Like, my bet getting up meant you were going to hit your unit scooper, so I was conflicted. But look, I'm just happy for you ultimately, because it's you can't pick a fucking rugby league bet to save your life, but he can unit scoop.
Oh, you can scoop.
I think we're learning more and more. You don't need to. If you can scoop, good as gold.
Yeah, well, that's how Sebo won his season.
Which season?
Your season.
But I also, it was 100 units without the scooper plus.
That is true.
That's also
It's one of the great
No,
seasons.
that's true. That is a good
Greatest
point.
season of
Fact,
all
never
time.
been
that is
bested,
good.
or
That's
unlikely to be
a
bested,
point.
unless someone gets one of them undos dress.
Which we're all trying to do now. Should we just get into the? Should we get into it?
Accountability. Here we go. We will start, punters and dribblers, with State of Origin, which was a week ago now. Queensland humped New South Wales 38-10. It was a bad night for the state. Not going to sugarcoat it. Hurt deep. Now, our bets were very New South Wales heavy, most of them. Tommy was a leg short in his same game. Teddy Lomax hammer. New South Wales nowhere near it.
No, Ashley Klein.
Sebo was an Angus Crichton away, so not bad either. Now, we all missed out on Ben Hunt first try scorer. I don't think there was anyone in the country that got that. No. So, I mean, well done to Neds. Hammer last try scorer. There's a few Hamalis, few Huddy Youngs, few Teddies. Nothing. DCE man of the match. Now, was Hammer robbed? Maybe. But not the point. We had Haas, we had Teddy, we had Haas, we had Teddy. Red again. Then we tried to pick a margin. New South Wales by 7, New South Wales by 8, New South Wales by 1, New South Wales by 4. Queensland won by 28. So we're not close there either.
Yep.
Then we had a boxy try. It was Hunt Tedesco Hammer. Again, Hunt just really fucking curveball that shit up.
He did.
A few of us had hammers, a few of us had teddies, but in the end, no cigar. So basically, out of Origin, we went 0 from 6, gentlemen, and hurting bad.
And if you were to then sort of excavate the civilian bets we put on in anticipation of the game.
Well, lucky they don't go on.
No, thankfully. Thankfully they don't.
Because it would have been a sizable chunk of unis down the shitter.
Yes.
I'm not going to say how many unis.
No, but there were well, not would have. I mean, there in the civilian context.
No, I'm
was a
saying
sizable chunk
if I
of
put that on,
yeah, no, we'd be fucked.
absolutely fucked.
Responsibly.
Of course, responsibly.
Have we seen any successful boxy tries yet in the wild that have been sent in?
Yeah,
someone
sent one in
screenshotted
on
the
a
Lippy last week. Like, even though we didn't include it, and he didn't put in his unit scooper, he got one, but he didn't put it on. But he's like, if you do a boxy try for me, do Trell, whoever, like the Bunnies game, and then he was like, fuck.
That's so lippy.
Yeah, that is.
That's pure lip. Now, NRL, last round. Dragons 56 defeated the Tigers 14. We all backed the Tigers here, which is just the biggest mistake.
Well, they were up 14-12 at halftime.
They were up 14-12 at the halftime, but they've lost 50 of the last 60 games, Tom. I heard that in the green room. Have they lost 9 on the trot?
9 on the trot.
I mean, fucking hell. It's just a
Does that mean this week
Was
they
that
do?
Sharks win their last win? Because I swear
Mate,
they're
it's
betting
a
the Sharks like
fucking
30-0.
shit show.
Now it's just ruined me for 10 weeks. Now I'm finally ready to admit
Mate, the amount of money I've fucking poured down the shitter because they got a good win against the Sharks and just completely ruined me. They're awful.
To be fair, I was fucked by the coin yesterday or last week.
Yeah, I know. The coin fucked us, and so did the sheet. But, you know, I will say this. I'm a little bit over, and it's almost a little bit disrespectful now at this point where everyone's going, yeah, but they're going better than last year. I'm like, yeah,
No,
but
they're
are
not.
they?
But they're not really,
Are
are they?
they?
How are they?
Like, yeah, they might look a little bit better, but they're still losing
That second
games.
half is the worst second half of rugby league ever played by a professional side. They completed 4 sets the entire half.
Well, how many points they let in unchecked? 44? 40,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Just a bad time to be a Tigers fan. And there's 2 of them in this office, so I'm surrounded by pain.
They've conceded 100 more points than they were last year and lost just 1 extra game.
There you go.
Okay, so they're going worse.
They're going much worse.
Okay, there you go.
Just wild, because remember the year before that, we're like, it can't get worse. And they introduced
No,
a
it can
17th
get worse.
team, and
Yeah.
it got worse.
Yeah.
When's the next team
Imagine when
coming in?
PNG comes
Yeah.
in, they're going to be in all sorts.
Oh, they're going to be
years?
absolutely fucked. Rabbitohs defeated the Titans 46-12. We were banging all day long, baby.
Yeah. Like a dunny door.
Oh, like a Dunny Dorner hurricane to quite Jack Archdale, who just loves rolling that one out. Tom, Bunnies, Trell first, second or third, bang, $8.40. Trell and Walker, $6.14, bang. Sebo, talk to me, baby.
I thought, well, I had Fafita, Trell, and Bunnies to win, and I thought it would just be the same old shit when there was a play. Well, they kicked it up to Fafita, and it just went through his hands. It would have been a try, and it's like that. Like normally, that's how my weekend starts. I'm like, okay, here we go. Every bet fails from now, and I thought that was going to happen, but then Fafita just did one of those Fafita things where he got the ball and just ran 20 meters.
Cody Walker was talking shit to him.
Yeah, I know,
He
that was a
like,
fun little matchup.
Okay, I'm just going to
That's
fucking
a
run
fun
over the
little
top
matchup. And that, like, people who are like, oh, Cody Walker, look, he talks shit. That's the fun shit to watch. Little rivalries. He's going at Fafita. Like, we want everyone to just have a buzz cut and wear a tie and be brought. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking, come on, get some characters in the game. Love to hate him, sure. But yeah, it was good to get one finally.
Good for you, mate. Guru, I love it when you double and triple stuff because you're shocking at it.
Yeah, I'm awful at it. Yeah. I should start double taking some unit scoopers.
Jesus.
I'll tell you what really hurt for Feeder, and it's going to be something watch go forward. Kieran Foran moved to the right-hand side. Jaden Campbell jumped on the left. He's just not getting the same ball. I know he scored, but if you notice that try he scored, it was because the ball hit the ground and he just picked it up himself. So, yeah, had I known that, I probably still would have done it, to be fair. But, yeah, not ideal.
Interesting.
I was way more confident.
That
than
is
I
actually
should have been
interesting
about
for my bets this week.
Yes.
Maybe looking at that. Hopefully,
But
there's
they
some
kicked to
stats
him a
back
fair
me
bit. These like last game, they were kicking to him. He's a kicking target.
He's a kick target, yeah. But I
They don't
much
score.
rather Foz
They don't
feed him
score
more.
that. Yeah, I mean, just play him off the hip, mate. Lippy, Sammy. He was a Sammy short. He had Shoal White, and so he doesn't get up there. Warriors 42 defeat the Cowboys 12. I just eyeball this game, punters and dribblers, and I just see double barrel last names that need a good, honest rugby league pounding. DWZ into a CNK into an AFB. That's 15.34. That's Bangtown. Tom Adwaz into Barnett.
Yeah, dog.
That was inspired at
That was
6.98.
fucking horny stuff.
Guru was a Nikoro short.
Cora, yeah.
Nikora. Devo for you,
right.
bro. Lippy had the Drinky, DWZ, AFB, and overs for 14.35. That's a nice bet. And Sebo doesn't get anything there. So, I mean, fucking
Just-
2 from 3. We're starting to roll. The Sharks 22 defeated the Broncos 12. Red across the board.
Yeah, fuck that game.
All red. We're moving on.
Fuck that
We're
game.
moving on. Just moving on.
Get me out
Storm
of there.
defeated the Knights 36-28. I saw this scoreline. I wasn't watching the game. I saw my boy Tyron Wishart scored. I'm like, surely Katoa scored. Surely. Nah, he didn't.
Tyron Wishart, Guru, is he like half the quality where like a team's going to fucking snap him up from somewhere else?
I don't think the Melbourne Storm are going to let him go anytime
How
soon.
the
I
fuck
think he's
does,
too important.
I know, but like, what do you? Does he want to be? He doesn't want to be behind fucking Hughes and Munster the rest of his goddamn life.
yeah, I think he's in a good little spot down there at Melbourne. I think he's got a lot of mates. I think he's enjoying himself, Wishy. So
Could he be a half for another team on his own?
I don't know. I think he's a fantastic Band-Aid half.
That's a
I wouldn't
backhanded
sign him as
compliment.
a full. I love Wishy, but I wouldn't sign him full time. Also, Yermia Knights plus 13.5. I can't afford to let legs go on that leaderboard, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
dare you.
Okay.
1 from 2.
That's you're fucking not
Just
very
a
doing
little-
very well when you just want your leg
just-
percentage to go up.
I'll tell you where Wishy would absolutely carve. Like he could be a man of steel over there.
Oh yeah.
He would carve it up. He could be fullback, halfback, 5'8", hooker, man of steel.
Interesting.
That's still a backhanded compliment, but I do understand what you're saying.
Now,
Would you want him as Manly Seagulls starting halfback?
Well, I don't need him at Manly. That's the
Well.
only thing. I don't need him. We've got Daly Cherry Evans.
that's right.
But I love. But, you
Man
know,
of the match. Origin.
yeah,
the other
Origin.
night.
Do you
Now,
read a book.
seriously, dude, read a book. It's embarrassing. Panthers 32 defeated the Seagulls 22. I control C, control V my bet. So, Tom, you can take this away, buddy.
Bro, Tommy Talau was paying 6 good, honest Australian dollars for first, second, or third on the wing. It was just the fucking easiest bet. I saw that, my penis got hard and my eyes, my pupils dilated. And I was like, yes, please. Thank you very much. The only mistake is that I didn't pick him for 4.
That was the only mistake, that you didn't pick him for 4 tries. Man was on fucking rugby league fire on the
Yep.
weekend. And you're right, first, second, or third, $6 dues.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
It's outrageous. Now,
Absolutely outrageous.
and we said this on the critically acclaimed Hello Sport podcast that had the referee done his job and denied the Panthers a Liam Henry try, and
believe
Ruben
Liam
Garrick
Henry,
had kicked
yes.
all his goals, we win that game. So
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was pretty simple. Another highway robbery, another hit job on the
Yeah.
Manly Seagulls. We've learned to live with it, don't you?
Why did you want that try disallowed for the fight? Was that-
because Luai basically dropped his forearm into Burbo's head, then gets up, starts a fight with Luke Brooks, who now has to defend himself against a bigger man. And as he's trying to do that, they run around and score. It's like, Luai, what the fuck? You can't do that in a try-scoring position. That's
And then
bullshit.
people are like, "Oh, but Brooks started it." I'm like,
He didn't start
What?
shit.
In what world does he start it? It's outrageous.
And then Vossi, who's a known Manly hater, is like, "Oh, that's a fucking try! That's a fucking try!"
that's on the public record.
Shut up, man.
That's on
Vossi.
the public record. Guru has a Sorensen that doesn't score. Sebo, a Garrick short, has Liam Henry. There was breadcrumbs there, Liam Henry from last week. And we move on.
Yes.
Bulldogs 22 defeated the Eels 18. Tommy Burns, Mr. Bang, 4 from 7. Huge week for the kid.
Yep.
Talk
Big
to me.
week. Big week for Dad. Obviously, Rue kind of steals my thunder with the unit scoop, but I don't care. For me, it was just about arresting the slide, and turning around the tide. And when we saw that I think it was Dogs $2 something, Crichton $2 something. Like what we're talking about, a fucking Origin throbber here. And then Will Pensini, I believe, might have been in the threes.
He was in the threes.
And I think that maybe that was one of a rando stat that changed my mind. So I pay respect when it's due. But you put those three together, Dogs, Crichton, Pensini, 2066, fuck, that was good. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with the people at home. I put a little bit more than what I should have from a show perspective on that. It was on my birthday, the King's birthday. There was a lot going on, and I sat there on the couch. I was distracted whilst being given a cake by my young children as I had eyes on the game. I had my family with me, and I tell you what, Dad turned to me for the first time in my entire life when the full-time siren went, and he looked me in the eye and he goes, "I'm proud of you, son."
Did he?
Proud of you, son. And we wept.
And you wept.
Yep.
Cried.
Yep.
That's a beautiful moment.
So,
Father and son.
You know, that's rugby league.
On the
for
day of your birth, mate.
Yep.
Picking a $20.66 bang. That's beautiful stuff.
Yep.
We were at Preston short. Sebo and I, which was disappointing. Rue just lighting it up with red. He had Moses, nah. Kiraz, nah. Burton, nah. He had a Dogs plus 3.5, but that counts for nothing, does it, mate?
Yeah, duck eggs there.
Now, obviously, we are setting it up. Rue had a fucking awful week. At this point, punters and dribblers, at this point, he's 0-13. 0-13 in bets coming into his jam where he thrives. The unit scooper. Rue, would you like to take it away, mate? Do you remember what you did?
Yeah, I think I had Dave Fafita to score. Thankfully, scored late in that one, and then these were the big ones. Knights plus 13.5. I think they lost by 12 or something. So they just snuck in, and then mate, I gave Manly. I think the start was 10.5. I gave them 14.5. Just snuck home, and then Doggies 1-12. I was out there for that game. 45,000 lunatics yelling and screaming, and to ride that one home was an absolute cracking weekend. Great way to finish.
Listen, it's a good bet. There's just no denying it. $22.60. That's a huge scoop.
We were all a leg off outside of, obviously Rue hits. We were a leg off. Sebo's leg off. Just quickly though, did you forget to put the bet on?
No, I've got the bet.
But so how does that work? Because it was a Sevo away, right?
So I would have got paid out. Sevo was about $2. If it came off, I would have got paid about $40.
But so did all your other bets get up?
No, I didn't get the Broncos leg.
So I've
actually
taken Sevo out. So it's like 4 from 5, not 4 from 6.
That
not 5 from 6.
is early. Like, if I knew Walsh wasn't going to play, because we put these bets on before Origin, maybe I don't go that line.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah, but listen, that's not how it works on the show, mate.
Was that the only leg you lost? Broncos minus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to fuck you on behalf of Tom and I to the Tigers who let down the team. $32.36 would have been fucking nice.
That would have been nice. Everything else was good to go.
Anyway, it is what it is. Hot seat. We are up to round 6 this week, punters and dribblers. My Broncos minus 6.5 went down. Obviously, I didn't know Reece Walsh was playing. You know what I mean? Sebo excuse. Doesn't matter because now it goes to Guru, and I like where I'm positioned on this thing. The weekly leaderboard, Rue gets the job done. 1 from 14 bets, 13.85 units. That's obviously Origin included. Punters and dribblers, Origin has been included. Tom, 4 from 14 bets, 12.44 units. Huge fucking week. Huge week.
The fact I almost beat Runit Scooper over there.
I know, which is massive. I was 3 from 14, 5.99, just keeping the lights on sort of stuff. Lippy 1 from 8, obviously a massive advantage for the Lippy because they didn't have Origin bets and still couldn't get the fucking job done. 2.4 units, awful. And Sebastian, the man, the legend, 1 from 14 bets, 13 from 31 legs, minus 2.05. Now, the leaderboard. Rue. Minus 9.29. It's pretty respectable
that's
stuff.
Respectable.
9 out of 132 bets. He's going at 6.18%. That's second worst behind Sebo. He's minus 9.29. I'm second, 17 from 132, minus 23.45. Lippy third, 10 from 121 bets, minus 36.18. Tom moving in a nice direction though. 12 from 131, going at 9.16%. That's second best in the group.
Yeah, I like that.
Minus 43.38 units. And Sebo, 8 from 132, 6.06% of his bets. 6%. It's fucking dog shit stuff.
Yeah, That's really
Minus 75.25 for the big fella.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that Broncos
200
line, it
200
fucked
bucks.
me.
240.
I would have been in the green if fucking... Anyway.
You would have been in the... That would have been wild.
Yeah.
80...
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Steve-O,
no,
it would have been
Steve-O,
half of it.
it would have been half. But still.
Not much left to say. I've just got... How many weeks have we got
That
left?
would have been
got plenty of time.
fucking
Yeah.
insane if
Yeah.
we'd hit that.
And
Mate,
that's
I
what's going to happen.
I still feel
that's
like
what's
it's set
gonna
up
happen.
for it.
Yeah, I know.
This
I know.
is
It'll
set
get
up-
down to his last bet. He'll have fucking 1 unit left. He'll go the unit scooper and bang.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Christ.
Yep. I nearly
that's-
happened then.
that's-
I actually felt it last week. I was like, this is fucking like on as soon as the trill. And like, I was like, this is sort of, I'm like, in what way? And then I'm like, oh, Reese isn't playing, but it's just like, I'm feeling it. I don't know. I'm actually not putting my unit scoopers together until I get a vibe of the show a little bit. You know what I mean? That's how I've been doing it.
So at the end of the show,
Well, like as I'm doing the show, I start inserting legs when I really feel bullish. Because sometimes you just throw shit together, you know what I mean? But it's going to happen. Mark my words. I'm going to come out on top on about a $70, $80 unit scooper.
well, you're gonna want to fucking do that pretty soon. Because what if you're down like 100, then you're fucked.
Well, that's why I'm asking how many weeks left. So I'm trying to like mentally calculate. The tactic is just like go high odds, but if I feel kind of bullish on a $5 to $10, get that. But then if we start bleeding more, it's like back to the $101 bets. But yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Clip that bit, Tobler.
That's accountability.
That's accountability. Let's go into some punting. Now, before we start, fellas, who is our lippy?
He's a Kiwi lippy. He's a hacker. He's
Kia
a
ora,
Kiwi.
bro.
And he was like, can I be in the... Yeah, he's from the same island as Cheese, apparently. Apparently there's like some sort of... what's his name? Josh Williams.
Okay.
And he was just like... Can I
Sounds
be
like a
lippy?
shark swinger that never really kicked on.
Josh Williams.
You know what I mean? He does. He's like, oh, yeah, cool. Did you play for
Played
Sharks?
like 12 games.
Yeah.
Or even, I don't even mind if he's played like 56, but it was like over 10 years.
I like him just a nip under the average, which is 48
Yeah,
games.
okay, we'll go-
Probably
so
40 games.
You know
40
the
games.
name. You've included him in ATS, but you couldn't spot him in like a
You have
mug
no
lineup.
idea what he
You're
looks like. He looks like a player avatar in a game.
he had
That's
Like,
him.
add
It's
shit to
actually
him.
Aaron Gray. You know what I mean?
And
Where he's
maybe
just-
he had like 4 good weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Where he just like, he scored a couple of doubles and it was like, it was just
There was a year,
and then just nah.
There was a year where one journo in one newspaper, one article threw him up for Origin, and it was completely unnecessary.
And you know he's got a wildly impressive New South Wales Cup record.
Oh yeah. He can score a New South Wales Cup when no one sees. That's Josh Williams.
Doesn't mind a schooner.
Excited to have him on.
But he got a decent bet the other week
Okay.
at least.
Yep.
Yep.
Josh Williams.
Everyone.
Josh Williams, ladies and gentlemen. We start with Sharks and the Dolphins. This is at Shark Park. 2 marine animals, as many punters will point out. $1.33 for the Sharks, $3.35 for the Fish. 9.5 is the line, and 47.5 is the total points. And for the first proper official time today, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome in Nathan Corbet, the random stats guy. Rando, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. After that Queensland win, predicted it on the
Unnecessary.
podcast last week as well that Selwyn Cobbo would be used to perfection by Billy Slater. Knew he'd get knocked out by Reece Walsh, so predicted that one. For this game, it's going to be dry on Thursday night at Shark Park. The Sharks, they love playing Thursday night games at home, winning their last 6 on the trot and winning their last 4 by 10 or more points, which is where that line sits. So I'd like the Sharks to cover the line. The Dolphins, they've conceded 10 tries in their last 5 games in Nico and Nikora's attacking channel. Attackers are targeting Isaiah Katoa in defence, hitting short off blocker plays, which is Britton Nikora's line. Nico, he's scored in each of his last 2 Thursday night games at home, so he's a shout. But Nikora, he scored a double in his last Thursday night game as well. So Nico or Nikora is the best.
Don't mind that.
That's got fuck all to do with my bet.
Same.
To the point where I'm like, I just need to stay the course, I think, a little bit.
Yep.
I could go down that path, but I could also go down the path that the Sharks aren't that good. And that's the path that I will be treading this week, punters and dribblers. Fish plus 9.5. They're just trucking along real nice. They get hammer back this week. And again, the Sharks, are they all that? Punters and dribblers. Dunno. Fish plus 9.5. Asako first, second, or third. Yes, we are back on that train this week, gentlemen.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it. $6.72. Nothing crazy, but It also might be genius in its simplicity.
Yeah, I've gone for a genius in its simplicity bet as well, and I am 100% staying the course. Fuck you, Rando. I think if you see a winger in a decent side, first, second, or third, and they're at like 5 or more, or near 6, Tommy Talau sort of stuff, then I think you go and you try and fuck that. And Bostock's 540. First, second, or third. Kid likes to score. He follows the page. He has a cooking show. Fucking Bostock, 540. Easy. Simplicity.
Yeah. Keep it simple, stupid.
I like the Britton Nicola start. I'm going to take him, Sione Katoa. I like that right side for the Sharkies, but I reckon the Finn hang in there. I've given him a plus 13 start, $14.29.
Nice.
I'm with your head there, bro.
I hate Sharks and Cowboys games to punt on because
Sharks and Finns.
Yeah, I know, but either one. Because Sharks, I'm always like, they're shit. They suck because they're reverse of the Tigers because they got pounded by Penrith. But they've lost like one other game this year.
Yeah, they beat the Broncos on the weekend. Like, what do you
It's
do?
like, fucking hell.
It's just a vibe, mate.
I know, but
I'm happy to be wrong.
I'm staying away from any sort of result.
No, I'm foul, filthy about
You're
it.
definitely not having it wrong.
I'm taking. I'm kind of saw Tom's Bostock first, second, or third, and I was like, well, if he gets that, I can just take a Bostock any time because there seems to be a bit of a first, second, third radar around here. I'm not jumping on it myself, but then just fill in with Nicola there. 9.51. Rando's backed me up with the stats. Nico's back in the side. Nearly $10. Call it a winger and Nicola. I love that bet.
The nearly $10 bet.
Yeah, nearly tenner.
And what is our Sharks reserve grader doing?
Sharks, Nicola, Kennedy.
I wonder whether there's breadcrumbs here that this guy's, he sort of presents like a former Sharks player, whether that bet gets up. Or the fact that he can't really make the side means the bet's wrong.
I don't mind. Listen, I've got fish line, so I don't mind if the Sharks win.
It's
just
a good
about
bet.
that line for me.
It's a good bet. I don't hate it. Raiders, Cows, punters and dribblers. Friday, 6 p.m. Is that the game? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
GIO Stadium. It's going to be cold as a witch's
Supposed
tit.
to be frozen.
Absolutely frigid. $1.70 the Raiders, $2.15 the Cows, 2.5 is the line, and 49.5 the total. If you were a psycho, you'd have a look at the overs unders there. 49.5 seems like a lot. I'm not going near it.
In
Don't go
the
anywhere
freezing
near it.
cold?
I don't know. Does the
they
freezing
play-
cold give points, or is that like, I'm
Or does
cold?
it take it
I'm
away?
cold
I think it
footy.
takes them away, doesn't
Like my
it?
fingers hurt.
But I think anytime you think something takes away points, that's when points come.
So you pound the overs.
Like Origin, unders. Game one's always unders. What happened?
yeah, I
Those
hated
overs.
that. I hated
know
that.
what I
So
mean?
actually, you go. It's cold, so therefore, I reckon
that's
take the
how
overs.
it works.
No, I think cold. I think coldness, no points.
So unders.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
but that,
therefore
because
it's
I
overs.
think that
Then
it's
it's
overs.
overs.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
might triple that.
Rando, what's doing?
Well, it's going to be an absolute contrast to the Cowboys' last game, which they played in 27-degree heat in North Queensland. This time around, it'll be dry and 6 degrees. The Cowboys, they do have a good record against the Raiders of late, winning their last 4 games against them, but the Raiders at home are a different beast, winning 17 of their last 18 games against bottom 8 teams at night in Canberra as the favourite. So they should be able to get the dub there. For try scorers, keep hitting on it all the time, and it's worked in the last 5 games. The Raiders have conceded a try to a right centre in each of their last 5 games. The Cowboys, they've scored 6 tries in their last 5 games down their right edge. Viliami Vailea is the player I'm looking at here at $2.95.
Have you got any cold stats?
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm
asking.
trying to find cold stats
Like, what's
now
that
as we
movie
talk.
with 8 below or something like that? Find 8 degrees and how many times Raiders win when it's below 8
Yeah,
degrees.
just whip that one up real quick for us, Rando.
To be fair, let's see. We got the last 7 night games in Canberra. Have 5 of them have gone over.
What temps?
Well, if it's but also
Well, it's like
it's night in Canberra, you
June
assume
night games.
No, I
it's going
wanna
to
know
be
June night
10,
games.
10 degrees
I
or
want to know
less.
Canberra's winning rate when they
When the
play
weather, when it's
8
cold.
degrees or low.
I don't know, but for the exact degree.
Rando, what goodie?
Just assume that a June night in Canberra is under 10
5
degrees.
of the 7 have gone overs.
5 of the 7 have gone overs.
Do you know what the over number was?
They look to be all like 42 points.
So
But
49's a lot.
49.
Yeah, but there's a lot more points in footy these days.
And the
of them-
Cowboys can't defend. That's
Yeah,
sort of
exactly.
like the thing, right? They love points.
Wasn't our last triple stake 49.5 too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going near it. Don't worry. There's no way in fucking hell.
it's
I'm going.
overs every day of the week.
Two of those games were
Go
over
over
50
seven.
points.
Think of it. No, I'm not going overs.
Why not?
Because
Have a fucking
So
crack.
I will go into battle with you.
I'm
down.
thinking about tripling the overs here.
10 out of the 12 games played in Canberra at night have been under 50 points.
10 of 12
10 of
under. Fuck.
It's too hard.
They've just jammed that. they make it impossible to bet on these cunts. Like, you just can't do
No,
it.
you can't.
You
be doing
can't.
that,
You
can
can't.
Oh,
No.
look at Roos.
I need a leader.
Come on. Go
what
with
is
Roos.
what's the total again?
What's the
49 and a half, 10 of 12 have gone under that.
This is about the juice, dude.
10 or 12 have gone under.
Under that.
This is about the juice.
Yeah.
So this is like, but that it's
What
almost
time's
it's
this
almost
game? What
luring
time's
you
this
into
game?
an unders.
6 p.m. Friday.
6 p.m. All right, that's my slot.
It's almost luring you into an under.
Now, I'll double the overs. I'll double the overs. So what's that? Over 49.5.
and a half.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll double
All right,
it.
You, Roo, you come on. You.
Fuck, I kind of wanted the unders.
Well, then do it. You guys can have opposing bets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
good.
That's good.
Double the
good.
unders.
Yeah, okay, I'll go unders.
Love it, boys.
Double the unders.
Because this is smart. Most people lose, right? And you go, it's gold, go unders. Footy is 5 metres less, go unders. It's Origin, game one, go unders. When has none of them have hit, right? Like that's because that's what the bookies know. They know you're that dumb where you find a reason for it to go unders, and then fucking points are scored.
I
that's how it
that.
happens.
I like that.
Now watch it. Watch this. Like last time I fucking went on the line total points, every kick was made. Jordan Rapana slots 2 field goals to send it over. I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm really hoping for, 6 p.m. Friday is my time, me time, where I have a couple hours, work's done, I look after the kids. I'm just looking for a bit of action. Action is the juice, as I said last week. So I don't give a fuck really about the result as long as I get the action. Give it me a nail bite at 49.5.
You probably do. You need the result though as well, don't you? You're in a.
Yeah, that's secondary to the action, dude. This is all I get. I don't go out. I haven't gone out on a weekend this entire year.
All he gets. He wants to feel something.
I haven't done
Wants
anything
to
this
feel
entire
something,
year.
mate.
Yeah.
I'm fucking stuck. What I do on the long weekend? Watch Godzilla -1. You know what I mean? Like at 6 a.m. Like
Godzilla at 6 a.m. is so hectic, dude.
what else am I gonna do?
Oh shit, that's good stuff.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just gonna stick with my bet here.
ride Sebo this
Yeah.
week, pun and dribbling.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a fucking go at that a little bit somewhere, but I'm just going Timoko first, second, third. I'm liking the first, second, and thirds here.
Yep.
You're getting 620. Just keep it simple. It's simplicity funerals over here. Edward, what are you doing?
I'm just changing something off the back of that. My bet still stands. I'm young and tonight. Simplicity. Hudson Young back in the side, scores tries all the fucking time. So does Nanai. You put them together, you're getting 6-12. Just go a bang, bang. I don't even mind if you fucking lead me out, boys. Lead me into battle. Just bang, bang, one after another. Job done. 10th minute sort of stuff. Then I can sit back, right? I can pour myself a stiff tequila and I can watch these two fuckers go toe to toe. Yeah. That's what I want. Get me out of the way early, boys.
This is like Godzilla v Kong, actually. Or is that the
I haven't
one?
seen that one, but
This is what
I'm
this
surprised
is gonna
by
be.
that, mate. Yeah.
That's what this game is for you two.
Godzilla Kong's got a bit of 7.
Godzilla -1 actually. Shout out to it.
Is it
minus
Godzilla
one?
in -1 degree? Like, what is it?
I don't know why it's -1, but it's actually budget for the thing. Japanese made film $15 million, and they made like a Godzilla destroying Tokyo vibe in World War II days. And you're like,
How
Is it in
recent was this
Japanese?
film
It
released?
was like last year. They won the Oscar for special effects. $15 million entire
wow.
budget.
Oh, that's efficient.
Yeah, so I was
Japanese
actually quite
efficiency.
I quite enjoyed it. It's about a kamikaze pilot who like fled being a kamikaze, but then the last scene, like a Godzilla, he has to fly a kamikaze plane into his mouth. Quite emotional stuff, you know. And I quite enjoyed it. Netflix top 10 trending. That's all I do in my Saturday, Sunday mornings.
6 a.m.
Hitman's actually a good one as well. I watched that one on the weekend.
We're going to need to get you to do some film reviews, Sebo. We've got our Lippy doing Val Holmes first, second, third at 660.
Yep.
Val doesn't score enough for me to ever take him.
I'm done with Val.
Yeah, I'm done.
There's going to be part of me that's going to be cheering on Sebo, even though I'm watching my bet. If I lose, I'll be so happy for him because he deserves it.
But see,
I
I'm
need
also
something.
like, it's also funny to see the man who's got fuck all units lose more units on a double stake. Like it is, that will be fun. But I'm happy for either outcome, really.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to come back.
I hope not. Rabbitohs v the Broncos is your 8 p.m. game at Core Stadium. Yuck, yuck, yuck. $1.60 for the Rabbitohs, $2.30 the Bronx, 4.5 is the line, 49.5 is the total. Rando, give us some stats, please, brother.
It's going to be wet for this one, 10 to 20 millimetres expected during the game. The Broncos, they have lost 6 of their last 8 games at Accor, and Souths, they've covered the line in 5 of their last 6 Friday night games at home as the underdogs, so don't mind the Rabbitohs to cover. For try scorers, last week we saw Cody Walker at halfback, and the Bunnies completely switched their attack to the right side. This bodes well as the Broncos have conceded 33% of their tries to right edge attackers. Jacob Gagai is at $2.30, which is pretty good value for a winger for this one. The right winger has scored in each of the last 3 games against the Broncos.
Interesting. I like the Bunnies line here, 4.5 points. I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. And Latrell Mitchell playing for an Origin spot. I just think he goes out there and fucking rips and tears. I like the big fella for two tries. 12.82 for that.
Lovely. Ruru, what you doing?
I'm taking a plunge, boys. I'm going to go for a Staggs double here.
Wow.
I'm not convinced
Huge.
South Sydney are back. And I think Brisbane, a really bad loss last week to the Cronulla Sharks. And Kempy was talking the other day, and of course, we were talking about New South Wales and who should come in and play centre. And Kempy threw up Staggs, and I was like, fuck, that's left field. I have not even heard his name suggested.
No, it hasn't been suggested at all.
And I was like, you know what? Maybe Katoni gets up for this one. Blues need a right centre. I think he's going to be going up against your mate, who's
Richie
the centre-
Kenner.
Richie Kenner, I believe.
No,
Richie
it'll
Kenner
be
or
Tane.
I'm happy
Even
with
better.
either. So I reckon Staggs double $8.50. Gonna try and
Jeez,
get my
that
name up
needs
there.
to be more. That should be $300.
Stags double 850.
That'll be a serious wrangle. You're taking a Stags out on a stag hunt. You know what I mean? That's never been done.
Well, what he's doing is he's fucking shooting one. He's got to drag it with him while he
Shoot
goes
another one.
one.
That's a tough stag wrangle.
Well, you're a strong man.
That's
You're strong.
tough.
I think it is the game for a stag wrangle because, as I said last week, having Cody at 7, Jack at 6, Trell at 1. You saw them. They're like the Bash brothers getting back together. They're cowboys as well. You know, I mean, Trell is a cowboy. He says like farmer before he's a footy player. They wear Kubras. These guys... You know when you watch those videos and people like lasso each leg of like a bull or whatever?
Yeah.
Like that's what these guys could do. I mean, New South Wales could probably use all 3, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck the team culture thing off if you're so worried about that and just get the Bash brother Cowboys in. You saw Trell with those touches that he has. Like he did everything that game he possibly could. Oh, my man, I don't know if he could play centre. What are you talking about? Yeah, they're going to wrangle a Stags. I'm going to take Trell with me. Bunnies to win 16-02. You just got to think about it. Who are the best? If you had to pick the 3 best hunters, you'd want them to be mates. You just wouldn't want to cherry pick random people. And these 3 are mates, and they're going to go on a hunt. They're going to get me my 3rd name on that Stags. Head over there because I am the professional Stags wrangler. I know when to do it.
Oh, my God.
Interesting.
Oh, my God.
Interesting. Thank you for that, Seb. That was deep. What are you Gording about?
Well, because I want to wrangle a Stags now, dude. Just, you go. I actually forgot I had a microphone in front of me. That was an
you're up.
internal monologue.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
That was an
over there?
internal
What are
monologue
you-
that had come out.
It's actually your bet.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, well, I've started off with an Oliver Twist. Please, sir, I want some more. South.
You can't put a Stags in that, by the way.
Well, I can Control-C, Control-V if I
Yes,
wanted
you
to.
can.
So,
Yes, you can.
thank you. You just shut the fuck up over there, mate.
Because I can see you fucking fiddling
No,
around.
because this is my bet. I'm having a look. I was just trying to remind
Fiddling.
myself of
You're
what I was. Yeah,
fiddling.
of course I'm fiddling, bro.
And I'm reminding you can't fiddle.
I don't need reminders.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't need
You can
reminders.
Control-C, you Control-V,
Shut
you
the
can't
fuck
fiddle.
up.
I know what you were fiddling, cunt.
Shut up.
Can I just jump in with something real quick?
Yep.
Tony Staggs, 9 games against South Sydney, scored 6 tries.
Yeah. Vibe
Got
was
a
on.
double in 2 of those games.
Yeah, Vibe was on,
Hey,
wasn't
Rando,
it?
have you got any stag stats over there? Just
Fuck, this is all Stags.
you got any
Yeah.
stag stats?
Has to be a good one if you're going to do a late
No,
stat
it
call.
doesn't.
Yeah,
if he's got
exactly.
a
Well,
stag
6 tries
stat.
in 8 games against the Broncos, against the Rabbitohs, as you mentioned. He scored a double, but that was his only try-scoring effort in his last 5 games. So
Against the Rabbitohs. That was
So
last
against the
time.
Rabbitohs, he's only scored in
Different
one of the
Rabbitohs, though.
5
So I could add a
games.
Staggs to my bet now. Thank you, Rando. That was the easiest fucking hoodwink of all time.
Oh, jeez. Why
What
did
does
I
that
do that?
look like? What does that look like if we had a Staggs? Give me a Staggs.
Rabbitohs have conceded a try to a right edge attacker in every game, but the last one.
Holy fucking shit, guys! I don't know what to
Like,
do
if you were
here.
gonna-
do
what's
I add
that?
a Staggs?
Movie where where
getting
they
greedy?
get an island and they have humans on them to hunt. It's like a Van Damme movie.
Was it a Stone Cold one?
Oh, that's also Condemned. That was another one. Like there was a Van Damme one where it's like world like dangerous. But honestly, if you were on this island and you had 3 people chasing you,
Yep.
I don't think you want that 3 to be Trell, Jackie Boy, and Cody. You know what I mean? Like you're dead within a minute. You know what I mean? You can't hide from these guys. They are professional wranglers when together.
Okay, I am almost ready to make my bet. Just give me one more second.
Lippy.
Yeah, you
we'll go the
Lippy.
Lippy. Bunnies, Trell, Cobbo, $14.09. $14.09 for the bloke. I've forgotten his name. Someone Williams?
Is
Exactly.
Jack
That's
Williams?
the point,
someone-
right?
Jack Williams, is it? Something like that.
I don't know. something-
Josh Williams.
Josh Jack.
Josh, Mr. Forgettable. Now, he's a brickie. He's probably a brickie's labourer now, isn't he?
Okay, here we go. Bet's worked out. I'm going Staggs, Trell, first, second, or third for both of them.
Just those two.
Just those two.
Trell and Staggs,
Yeah.
first, second, or third.
Yeah.
Boxy Quinella.
It's a Boxy Quinn.
Scored more tries against South Sydney than anyone, Tony Starks.
Oh, really?
I'm feeling it.
Jeez.
Fuck you, all
Look at
touching
that.
yourself,
The
mate.
radar's
Yeah,
on.
no.
This is your time.
This will
If
be the
you
one.
haven't wrangled anyone out there listening, this is your time.
Yeah, 48.92. Staggs and Trell, first, second, or third. That makes me feel better.
It's a nice bet.
Yep, that makes me feel better.
That's a nice bet.
What are you doing? Have you already gone?
Just having a look. Just having a look. It's a good looking bet. It's a fucking. I'm taking that. I'm fucking taking that home to mum.
Yeah. No, to mum and dad.
It just looks nice. Staggs and Trell. A Boxy Quinn.
Yeah.
A BQ. Yeah, fuck yeah. 48.92.
Yeah, come with me, brother.
All on Stags, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're fine.
Dude, well, this could be one of the great fucking wrangle. We had a good week last week. This could be just we
Listen.
could be coming into our we get rugby league era. You know what I mean?
We're fucking primed.
Yeah.
We're absolutely primed for insertion.
Yeah. And we've already done the Lippy. That was a really short segment there. Let's get on to our next game. Tigers v Titans. I respect how the NRL, or like when when do they do the draw, like last year?
They do it in the US, mate. It's a highly complex
But the draw was done like a long time ago. The Titans at the start of the year, everyone's like, geez, these guys could be really good this year. And the NRL are still like, you know what? Like, nah, they're still probably going to be shit. Let's make sure this game is Saturday, 3 p.m., Leichhardt Oval, Tigers, Titans.
In the wet.
There's no way the Tigers are favourites there. Is that you? Oh, sorry, I've misread that. Tigers $2.35, Titans $1.60. The line is 4, and the total is 49.5. In the wet, is it?
I believe so.
Rando?
Nice Rando.
It'll be wet in the morning, but it'll be dry for kickoff, so dry during the broadcast.
Does Leichhardt drain though?
Oh, surely not.
Yeah,
Surely
it's pretty
not.
good. It's pretty good nowadays.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Pretty good now.
nowadays. Yeah, when I was
I
playing
thought
there.
the joint was
Oh,
fucking
when you were
apart.
playing there, you've got a bit of intel.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's all right. Not too bad.
I trust
Okay.
you.
But we'll see how it
Name
goes.
drop of yourself there, mate.
Sorry.
Nothing.
Okay. The Tigers, they've won their last 2 games at Leichhardt by a winning score of 98 points to 24. However, they've lost their last 5 games against the Titans and lost their last 4 games against them at Leichhardt, not winning there against the Titans since 2008. Each of those 4 games, the winning margin has been at least 7 points to the Titans, so I like the line there. For try scorers, the Titans' left edge attack has scored 33% of their tries, whilst the Tigers' right edge defence is their weakest, conceding 28% of their tries. Brent Naden lines up at right centre for the Tigers this week, up against Brian Kelly. Naden's conceded 5 tries in 3 games for the Tigers, so Brian Kelly at $3.10 I think is a steal.
And that's Titans left, yeah?
That's the
So
Titans'
is that-
left edge.
Is that also David and Jojo for Feeder's side?
David and AKP.
Okay, Jojo, other
Other
side.
side, yes.
Fuck it, I'm still doing it. I've gone Jojo. I'm going a name bet because I haven't hit a name bet, and it'd be nice. Jojo Fafita 2+ into a David Fafita anytime, 18-20.
Yeah, I like the Titans in this one. The Tigers absolutely fucking stink. They're going backwards and they have no answers. If you listen to poor old Benji in the press conference, he's completely run out of answers. He's all at sea, the poor bastard. I like Jojo. I like get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late.
Can't wait for
You to be gone because I know
and I wonder about her.
And I wonder how I bought all the lies. I said that you would treat me right. It was just a waste of time. Waste of time. Also, David Fafita, $6.35.
Yep.
All on Fafita. I fucking hate this. This is 2 games in a row.
Dude, I think we're all feeling it right now. That's the thing. I'm like actually not as
I'm
worried.
actually annoyed you're on it because you can't pick a fucking same gamer to save your life.
That's true. That's the real issue.
Yeah. Best defense is good attack. I'm going to go. I think it's the other way around. But anyway. I'm going to go
comps.
Jaden Campbell and Dave Fafita because fuck all you guys.
Fuck
$9.
you too, mate. Fuck you too.
Yeah, fuck you, mate.
Yeah, I might just Control-C, Control-V that one. I had Fafita, but I wanted to add Campbell in. Rando gave me a stat on Kelly, but now I'm taking Jaden Campbell because he's like in the high 3s or something.
Is he 7?
6.
Yeah, Tigers will implode. 50 points on him. Campbell will score like a runaway try at some point. And Fafita, the best bit about betting on Fafita is that you're not having to wait for a kick for someone like Lomax or like AJ to be on the back of a bit of left-hand shape. You just any time he touches the ball within 20, you get your heart rate up.
Yeah.
So it's just good to be on $9. Oh wait,
Fuck,
copying
there's a
Roos.
lot of
Yeah.
Fafitas here. And
Hope he
Lippy's
scores.
gone.
He hasn't scored against the Tigers yet either, so.
Well, he's due then. That's perfect.
Lippy,
Lippy.
Fafita, Fanu, Campbell, 39.98. I can't believe I've only done 4 games. I think we're like a game to go.
No, dude.
That's absolutely shocked me.
Well, the Rabbitohs game we were on for about 25
that's
minutes.
rattled me to my core.
Warriors Storm.
That's actually outrageous.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's all right. Long show. Warriors Storm, Go Media, $1.90, plays $1.90. Bookies can't split them. The 1.5 points the line. 45.5 is the total. Corbs, what's going?
It'll be dry for this one across the ditch. No idea how this is even money. The Storm, they've won their last 15 games against the Warriors and won their last 5 in New Zealand. So I do like them head-to-head. I think that's juicy value. 3 players to watch here, all above $3.50 in value. Nick Meaney has scored in all 4 games against the Warriors when he plays for the Storm, and he's scored 3 tries in his last 2 games. Jerome Hughes has scored 3 tries in 3 games at Go Media and scored in each of his last 2 games. Harry Grant has scored in 4 of his last 5 games against the Warriors as well. So Hughes, Grant, and Meaney all paying above $3.50 there for ATSs.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
When I looked at this game in the Uber here this morning, I mean, sometimes, again, when the bookies are putting them at $1.90 each, it then throws absolute fear of God into me. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. How the fuck, if they don't know, how am I meant to know? So I thought, let's just try and do something amazing. Let's try and be great. Let's dare to be great.
Is that greatness calling?
Is
that greatness on the win?
Who's out the door? It's greatness.
Yeah, that's Phil.
He wants a word with you.
That's out of the field goal.
Greatness
playbook.
wants a word with you.
Yeah.
So I went, all right, greatness, what's happening? He said to me, or she said to me, sorry, Coates, Katoa, DWZ, Boxy try, $240.37. I said, thank you very much, ma'am. I'll put that on right now.
See, it's funny. She actually came to me after talking to you and said, I've just fucking thrown the bag of shit.
Bitch.
This is actually the Boxy try.
Oh,
Coates,
okay.
AFB, Meaney, $448.19. This would be one of the great salutes all time.
Well, I tell you what, I'll be writing a very fucking stern letter to greatness if she's fucked me on this.
Well, I mean, fucking probably what, 7:30 Saturday night, you'll know.
Yeah, we'll know.
You'll know.
Sebo?
Immortality called me. And I'm not actually going to Boxy try, but it's basically the same odds as Tom because I'm just going to Boxy Quinn here. AFB, he scored twice this season, I think.
He scores early.
He scores early if he's going to score. He's not like a Tyrrell Mayo comes out like he scores early. And then Hughes. Yeah, I'm taking Rando Stack because for some reason I just see him over in New Zealand because it's like he should be the Warriors halfback going forward for some reason. Like he's always just like breaks their hearts somehow. I don't know why. I just got that vibe there. Those two. So I've got room for a Coates, so one of those like favourites to get over. So $203.97. Just two guys. Just two guys to score in my Boxy Quinn. Yeah, I love that bet. I love that bet. And I'll triple stake it because it's fucking what idiot wouldn't.
True. That makes sense.
Ah.
I get it.
Okay.
Mediocre came knocking for me, boys. I have got, they're $1.90 each, so either team under 10.5. I think we got a close one. DWZ and Coates have already scored. So I'm getting Eli Katoa at $17. It's going to be my bet.
Wow,
Nice.
Yeah, wow.
mediocre did come, didn't they?
Lippy DWZ Wishart 6.66. Devil's number. Devil's number.
Devil's number. Yep. If yours was mediocre, then fucking the Sharks players was fucking toilet. Eels Roosters, next one. Also breadcrumb. That bet will get up from the Lippy there in the Warriors game. Eels Roosters Combank, $2.65 of the Eels, $1.48 the Roosters, 6.5 is the line, total 51.5. The Mitchell Moses game, is he going to do enough, show enough, be enough to put a big old sword into the back of Nico Hines? Rando, what do the stats say?
As mentioned, it's going to be wet in the morning in Sydney, but it should definitely be dry for this Eels-Roosters clash. Speaking of Mitch Moses, here's won 10 of his 12 Saturday night games at Combank, having not lost since 2020 on a Sat night at home. Other than that, the Roosters have cleaned up winning their last 6 games against the Eels and covering the line when they've been the favourite, but the Mitch Moses narrative sounds a lot better. For try scorers, right edge is on for the Roosters. 7 tries conceded in 5 games to right wingers for the Eels. The right winger has scored first, second or third in 4 of the last 5 games against the Eels. For more value, the Roosters have conceded a try to a left second rower in each of their last 3 games. Kelma Tuolungi crashed in last week. He is at $5.40 to score anytime.
Roo, what's doing, brother?
I'm going to run it back with a first, second, third. I'm going to take Roosters left centre Palga. I think I started a trend a few weeks ago and you've all been fucking all over it like white on rice. I'm going to jump back on $7 there.
Is this your first one for this week? Your first, second, third?
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus, what are you doing with yourself?
Get it together, mate.
Together.
I can't wait until these first, second, thirds fuck you guys over a few weeks in a row and you turn on them.
Oh, we'll turn on. Oh, fucking, that could be this week. We've got that many on.
I don't see a world where I stop doing boxy tries. No. I just can't imagine a world where that would happen. Because if it's 1,000 to 1 and I put $20 on it, that's 20 grand, mate.
That's great math from you, Ed.
You know what I mean?
Really good math.
That's 20 grand.
Yeah, what if it's
Are you
2,000?
gonna walk past 20 grand in the street?
Greatness just keeps knocking, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Now, I've got Roosters 13 plus. I think they fucking hump the Eels. The Eels suck. Angus Crichton, friend of the show. Expect him to cross the chalk. And Joey Manu, because no one can handle that heat. $9.41.
Yep, I've got Roosters minus 6.5. I can see the Eels ruining this for me here. I'd like in terms of keeping it close, so I didn't want to go too hard in terms of your 13 pluses.
So,
but I mean, my try scores would suggest that I still expect it to happen. Roosters minus 6.5 though. Manu, Crichton, Lenu. I've just got a bit of I've got real positive energy around Spencer at the moment, and so I'm like,
well, Spencer's back in vogue.
He did well in Origin.
Perspective.
From a player perspective, he did well in Origin, and so I'm putting him in there. $30.72.
I think Sebo took his double stake before and has had a look through the rest of his bets and decided he needs to play a bit of defence for the rest just quietly.
No, I'm just feeling my Boxy Quins.
Oh, has he been just going and changing his bets?
No, I had Manu and Panasini, and then I just turned them to a Boxy Quinn. So I haven't actually changed anyone.
Did you have a double stake though? Manu and Panasini double stake?
No.
No, he double staked earlier.
Right.
So now he's trying
Right, sorry.
Now he's trying to go crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just feeling a Boxy Quinn. Like, why the hell not? You get a little bit of breathing space from the tries. The Boxy tries are still fun, but Manu and Pinasini, like, it's just Penasini scored, first or second last week?
Third.
Well, that counts. I'll take that. And then Manu. I've avoided him like the plague. And
How does
he's,
that count?
Huh?
Isn't the Boxy Quinn first or second?
No, it's first, second, or third. I'm just giving myself breathing.
Oh, sorry, you picked.
I'm giving myself breathing room so you can allow for
Yes.
one there. And Manu, Rando, you say right side,
Right edge, yeah. is
perfect. That lines up. So that got me bullish. 62 and 8.
Boxy Quinn's good because it does. The breathing space is nice, so you don't just you're not fucking devastated after.
Yeah. You get one.
Young goes over for straight away.
Exactly. You give us obviously the odds are significantly less, but they're still pretty good.
horny.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up next? Is it Lippy time?
Yep.
I think it is. Jack Williams, Josh Williams, James Williams,
Teddy
Tim
Crichton
Williams,
and
Tim Williams.
Tim Williams, yeah. Teddy Crichton and Talangi, 12.59.
Beautiful. Match of the round. Manly v. the Dragons, punters and dribblers. We are doing a live stream.
Better believe it.
Hello Sport YouTube
Better believe it.
with the one and only Mad Dragon. He's flying over. We've flown him private from Western Australia where he annoys the fuck out of his neighbours on a weekly basis. And he's coming in studio and we're just going to rip the shit out of him for a good honest 80
It's going to
minutes.
be it's good. It's going to be good fashion rugby league fun.
Yeah.
For the whole family.
So that is Manly v.
Well,
the
not
Dragons.
for the whole family.
Not for
I wouldn't let your
I
kids
wouldn't let
watch.
your kids. Wouldn't let your kids, but they can if they want. They got to learn someday. $1.50 for the Seagulls, $2.60 for the Dragons at 4 Pines. We've got 5.5 is the line and 51.5 is the total. Rando, some positive Manly stats, please.
I'll start negative and then move positive. It's going to be dry for this one at Brookie. Manly up against their bogey team, the Red V. They've only won 3 of their last 11 against them, but this is the first time they play at Brookie since 2019. Manly have won 5 of the last 6 games against them at the venue. Plus, the Dragons have lost 4 of their last 5 games after scoring 50 points the game before. So I do like Manly here for try scorers. Can't believe this man is at the value. The bookies must know he might get ruled out, but the right second rower has scored the second most tries against the Dragons this year with 7. Teams are just running at the coach's son, Kyle Flanagan, all day and getting over. Hamole has scored in 3 of his 4 games against the Dragons and scored in his last 2. He's somehow paying $3.10.
Okay. And what, do we think he's going to be injured? I know he went off.
Yeah, potentially, maybe. Well, he came off injured last week.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too sure. They did name him, but there was
I'm
doubts.
going to get myself into Hamole Town after hearing that, though. Fuck all y'all. Hamole Town for me. I'm just going to throw to someone else on the panel while I go and look at some Hamole stats. So, Roo?
I think I'm going to copy and paste a bet here, so I might throw to Sebo to explain his bets.
Look, I'm just going a boring 380. Once you get your boxy tries and your boxy quins, it's hard to just look at any other bet with any sort of serious excitement. And that's Hamole, Lomax, and Talau. I think Hamole, he hasn't been around for, hasn't scored but his origin and been out. He just scores every time. Lomax, kick it in the air. Talau scored 4 last week? Simple, 981.
Simple, eh?
Yeah.
Good for you, mate. Now, for those that follow the glossies, Lomax and Talau have dated the same woman, is how I would put it.
Yes.
On the second go. Now, Lomax dated her first, so he's first try scorer. Talau dated a second, so he's first or second because that's the only market you can get. You can't actually get a second try scorer market. You can get first or second or third, but this is just first or second. $89.80.
Okay.
Ridiculous in the extreme. But that's how we like them. Ridiculous.
Yep, that's fair, Edward. That was ridiculous in the extreme. Now, I just am, I've taken longer than any man should to try and get my Hamole on here. I'm taking him first, second, or third, and I'm doing a boxy Quinn.
But you already had him in your bed up there.
Yeah, but I'm fucking that bet off because I want a boxy Quinn now because I like the Hamole. Because he's
Dude, this is going to be the fucking death of the show. Just boxy quins and boxy tries and
Nah, dude, it's all right. Death of the show. It's a show done a long time ago, buddy.
Death of winning. That's for sure.
Hamole Lehigh, Boxy Quinn. I like Lehigh.
Where'd Lehigh come from?
He was right above Hamole. Dude,
That's just a convenience bet.
Well, but Lehigh hasn't
You don't
actually.
have to move the cursor too far.
He hasn't scored yet for Manly. He's playing fullback.
That's outrageous. I like it though.
57-86.
It's no Lomax first till our first or second at 89-80, but anyway.
Mate, you rattled me with your fucking first attempt at telling that bet. The Lippy's doing what?
Garrick DC Lomax 11.62.
Okay, let's get away from this game. Knights Panthers. We've made it, fellas. We've made it to the final game.
Fucking
Well done, everyone.
I need a fucking shower.
Yeah, you do. $3.90 for the Knights. $1.26 for the Panthers. 10.5 is the points. Is the line, sorry, and 45.5 is the total. Rando, what do you got?
It's going to be dry in Newcastle for this one. The Knights, they haven't beaten the Panthers since 2018. They haven't beaten them at home since 2015. However, the Panthers have failed to cover the line in 4 of their last 5 day games as the favourite, whilst the Knights, they've covered the line in each of their last 6 day games as the underdog. So I don't mind taking the Knights to cover that plus 10.5. For try scorers, Brian To'o is the easy choice here. Scored in each of his last 3 games against the Knights. The Knights have conceded 6 tries to left wingers in their last 3 games. For more value, Bradman Best is back and auditioning for a New South Wales spot. The Panthers have conceded 47% of their tries down their right edge exclusively. Best up against Tungo, who defended horribly last week against Manly. He's paying $3.45.
I might take it away, boys. I'm on Bradman Best at $3.45. I think it's a great bet this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm also
Why
on
is it
Best.
great?
Isaac Tungo has been defending very poorly recently. I think Bradman Best auditioning for an Origin jersey. I think we forget it was his in Origin 3 last year and absolutely killed it.
He was fucking good.
Yeah, I reckon he has a big
And
game
his
here,
mum
Bradman.
fucking punched on over Keno, which is just, that's good stuff.
Was it his nan or is it his mum?
Man, someone.
Yeah. One of the matriarchs of the best family punched on at Keno.
After you play, was he man of the match? He might have been
He
close.
was close to it if he wasn't.
Fucking good. I like Bradman Best as well, Roo. I've got him in there with Alamotti. A couple of 4s, $9.80.
Seba?
I'm just taking Alamotti, Taruva, and To'o, wingers, and Alamotti. Like they just, I'm sure I'm so wrong here, but surely the Panthers just humped the Knights. Like the Knights have gotten to that point where it's like, okay, they're being brave without Kalen. Oh, maybe we've got that from you. Now, that's done 4 weeks. It's over. You can only be brave for so long. So yeah, I'm just thinking that's just going to get you $8.75, but it just might be one of those simple dartboard bets. You know what I mean? Throw some numbers, see what happens.
Listen, Boxy tries on the mind. I think it's going to be a humping as well. Like I fucking hate Newcastle as a team. Just every it's a 1 year I like them, next year I don't like them. I don't like them this year. Boxy try To'o, Edwards, Alamotti. To'o because obviously Edwards he's coming back after the injury. I think that's a very real chance. And Alamotti because we got him firsties a couple of weeks ago. $309.40, and I'm going to triple stake it. Fuck it.
You have 2 bets this week that don't feature a first, second, or third.
Yeah, dude.
Grand total of 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, it worked for me twice last week. So it's like you identify what works and then you try and fuck it to death.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When you aren't winning a goddamn bet, like I went the first like almost 30 games without a bet. So when you find something that works,
You stick with it.
you pound it until it doesn't work anymore, and then you bleed the resource dry, and then you go and you try and mine somewhere else.
That's exactly right.
That's smart betting.
That's exactly right. You use up all the resources.
You use up
and then
all the
go
resources.
on to the next.
Yeah, that's
Lippy, Sorensen, To'o, Tungo, 1676. That's the round. Punters and dribblers.
Boom. All right, let's scoop some units here, guys. Roo, because you are king of the scoop, the Gurunit scooper, the golden snitch himself, what are you doing this week?
Yeah, we're snitch hunting again. I'm going to go Staggs. I've taken him for 2 in his game. I'm going to take him for the single here, Zach Lomax, to get over Tommy Talau. Jaden Campbell against the West Tigers to cross over. And as I said, I really like Bradman Best to add a heap of juice to this one to cross at 345, getting $71.54 for that one.
Not bad.
Had you followed my unit scoopers all year, I think you'd be up about 60 units just on unit scoopers.
But just
units,
yeah,
nothing
just
else.
unit scoopers.
You're bleeding.
If you followed every other bet, then you'd be
Yeah, I'd
down.
love to know if there's anyone out there that was stupid enough to do it because you'd be flying.
Sebo?
I'm taking, it's an Acco Bowl. Yeah, Acco Bowl 5.
Now, is it Asahi or Akai? Because someone then goes, you fucking idiots are pronouncing it Akai. And I'm like, I thought we
it's
changed
Asahi,
it.
but it's just fun saying
Okay.
Acco. You know what I mean? Like,
Just a bit of fun.
I know, people find weird little things to get. You know how, like, if you talk about NFL, there'll be someone who's like, I know everything about NFL, golf, whatever. And, like, if you're really going to latch to Akai as your thing that you need to make sure everyone's pronouncing, just whatever.
There's no bigger like poons or Magoos than US sport fans who try to correct you on shit. It's like, actually, dude, for Porzingis' fucking... You're like, shut the fuck up, bro. Relax. Take off the basketball singlet for a second.
Yeah, wearing over your t-shirt. Drop your chicken wing with your blue sauce
Yeah,
or whatever.
buffalo wings. Yeah, fucking shut up.
Yeah, it's
You
too
want to come to
much.
this place with me on Monday night?
It's an American sports bar.
American sports bar. They do buffalo wings.
No, I don't.
I'd rather.
No, I don't.
You're like the guy in Happy Gilmore. It's like, sure, we're going to...
Yeah, we're going to Red Lobster, my treat. Fuck off.
I don't want to go to your fucking bar, right?
Yeah, no, I get it, dude. Yeah.
Wins and tins. Like, it's nice food.
It's nice. It's nice food, but don't make it your identity. Anyway,
What's the cheese on the fries called?
buffalo sauce, or is it that blue cheese sauce? Or
Blue
fucking-
cheese sauce, animal fry. I don't know, like that's in and out burger.
In and out burger. Did you try it when you go to LA? Yeah, all right, dude. Fucking relax.
Yeah, Dante Culpepper, like whatever.
Yeah, Doug's, Suggs.
Anyway,
Yep.
Acai Bowl. I'm going with guys who are around like $2-3 value here because I just kept getting screwed over by one or two legs when you pick the wingers. But I'm feeling these guys. Manu, we talked about him. Rando said that side's humming against the Eels. Staggs don't need to go into the triumphant of the Wranglers there. Dave Fafita, as I said, he's just the best person to watch when you've got an ATS on him. Alamotti, Penrith are just going to hump the Knights. And Hughes. That's the tricky leg, but you're getting like $3.50, $3.60. Rando said he loves scoring against New Zealand over there as well. So that's 160, 82
Not bad.
for just 5 try scorers who all can score. But I'm not going the wingers here. I'm not going the wingers.
He's got one of these in him.
Yeah,
I can feel
yeah.
it.
The only concern I would raise is that you've got Staggs who are all on and Fafita who are all on.
Yeah, but
And I don't think we've all banged together once, so you'd be needing back-to-back bangs.
We
That's
haven't
what
had
I
any
want.
Group sex together, have we?
That's if you've been
never
listening to
fucked
the
each
show at
other.
all. I like it when things happen for the first time, and I want to be. I've got a more of a radar for that rather than going, okay, this thing's happened 6 times in a row. Let it happen for a 7th. Every Supercoach player I buy just fucking gets injured. You know what I mean? As soon as I jump on everything that everyone's on, it's just out. I bought Flegler. He's out forever. You know, I bought Teddy. I've bought fucking Walsh. I bought them all. They're all fucked.
It's like Lou Bega, Mumbo number 5 here.
I'm just done with following the herd, you know what I mean? I'm done with it. I got to be a wolf if I'm going to come back from minus 70 units.
75.
You might exactly. That's wolf
162.
territory. If you try to get back from that as a sheep, like, oh God.
Edward?
Reasonable points made. I've got the fist plus 9.5. I've gone over 49.5 in the Raiders
Okay.
Cowboys
Oh,
game.
that's
gonna fuck
you. I just liked your vibe, mate. And you've been a fucking wolf. I'll follow you. Bunnies plus 4.5. Titans minus 4. Roosters minus 6.5 for 24.76.
Lovely. Being a sheep, though, as Sebo just pointed out, and following him, maybe not, you know, if you're...
No, one
I
leg's not a
don't
sheep.
need to be. I don't need to be a wolf at the moment. I'm not.
No, that's true. You're in
75 points.
sheep.
But also, he's not been a sheep because we said the sheep are the ones who go, Canberra, Cole, unders.
I'm actually,
Oh,
I'm actually got a
okay,
wolf.
yeah,
I actually got a bit of wolf
Okay,
about
Wolves
me.
go overs.
Yeah, wolves go overs.
At least in the Coles.
Yeah.
Because they love it, mate. They go all day in the cold.
Yeah, they
They
hug
got that double coat.
I want my unit scuba to be done pretty quickly, so I've got the first 4 games of the round. Bostock, Kotrick, Oates, and David Fafita to score 27-24. Simplicity Funerals. Simple. Keep it simple. I think it's a pretty good one. Bostock, Kotrick, Oates is probably the hardest leg of that. Oates somehow fucks me in that one. And Dave Fafita. 27-24.
And
Lippy?
to round us out, the Lippy, Mulatala, Nanai, Mariner, probably.
Yeah.
Manu, Saab, Alamotti, 86-42.
What happened?
Who had Corey Oates in there?
Me.
I think he's in doubt. I think.
Yeah. Knee injury. Josiah Karapani might come in.
Okay, well, we're going to fuck that off. T, just watch the socials. I'll give you who my change of the leg is. I'm not doing it right now. I've been fucking around. This show's gone for like 6 years. Let's do our hot seat and then we'll wrap it up.
All right, we are back home in the hot seat. Took it out last time. Going to run it back this time. You might remember last time Morgan Smithies chucked him out there at 8s or something. I'm going to score a try before Morgan Smithies going to fucking score a try. Essentially back to myself or back to these guys to not get another bet the rest of the way. And I think you're going to see it again. So I'm going to take Kai Pearce-Paul this week, $6.25 against the best defensive team we have ever seen. I'm going to back myself in to fall ass first into another $1,000. Doesn't matter how you get there. As long as I'm there, then all I'll need to do is collect the rest of this season for a baggy green, which I plan to unit scooping my way to week by week. So the plan is right in front of you. The boys know what's coming their way. They're not going to be able to stop it though. Kai Pearce-Paul won't score this week. I'll see you back here in 6 weeks.
Jesus Christ, Guru. Kai Pearce-Paul, the week to do it. The week to against Penrith.
Was he throwing it away?
This is a
It's a throwaway.
This is a
It's
throwaway.
throwaway.
It's 100% a throwaway.
You know what's good though?
This is his Morgan Smithies.
Yeah, it is. But also, what's funny is that if it
Look at
gets
him,
up,
fucking like a Cheshire cat.
you don't get units for it. So it's actually wasted. So you've
He's
wasted.
going to pick up $1,000 in 6 weeks.
You've wasted.
So how many have we got to
Pearce-Paul.
go?
6.
6.
Am I after Roo?
We're 6 weeks, 7 weeks. 6 weeks.
6
You'd get
weeks,
6. You'd have to get 6 in a row to get the money.
Next week, mate.
Next week, 5 in a row.
Yeah, easy.
But
Easy.
you're next week?
Yep.
And then I'm after? Yep. Shit. Okay. Well, that's us. We're done. We've made it. We've arrived. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shout out to Neds once again. Shout out to Rando. Your Patreon, Rando.
Patreon at Random Stats Guide. Check it out. All the stats you need to know. We're getting into the Euros and the T20 World Cup this
Very
week as
dribbly.
well.
Guru, your Patreon.
Rugby League Guru on Patreon. Yes, all of our shit in there. Come and have a look.
Fucking
quick.
oath.
Yep.
Live stream Saturday 2 p.m. Hello Sport, Mad Dragon. Sunday. Bye-bye.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website